Hello, beautiful Soul Tribe family. Welcome. I hope you're doing well and that this message finds you in good spirits. If you hear a little rattling in the background, I'm washing clothes. Just guided to get on here and share a message and see what Great Spirit has for us. It's the holidays. I know the holidays can be a little tough when you're setting boundaries and you're having to let go and release. Learning to love people from a distance. Make sure you're putting that love into yourself. Do something for yourself this next couple of weeks. Okay? Alright, and with that being said, let's get out some cards. Alright. Let everything flow. Let everything flow. Come on, Mama. Bear with me. I'll get tech savvy better and a better setup soon. But we're working with what we got. And Spirit says we're alright with that. Okay? Alright. Got a couple new decks. I'm going to work with that. Use discernment when watching tarot. This is timeless. Okay? Always use discernment when you're listening and watching tarot. This could be past, present, future. I hope this message gets out to who it belongs to with pure intentions. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is a safe place. 2:12 on the clock. All right. Let's tap in. I was guided to put these decks together. Let's see how it goes. Okay. How good I am at shuffling this thick of decks, but we're going to get it done. I hope the sound's better and me being further away so I'm not all in the camera. I've only been watching my videos back on a cell phone and I have not had a TV in 4 years. And my son's coming over for the holidays and things like that, and he's a gamer and such. And so I broke down and bought a TV, and I was actually able to view my videos on TV, and I seen some things that needed to be tweaked. So it's a work in progress. The main important thing is the message, okay? 4/4 may be significant for someone. Capricorn, you may have a birthday coming up. We're in Capricorn's birthdays. So, if you're a Capricorn, happy birthday. Headstrong, powerful, smart, hardworking individuals. I can speak from that because I myself am a Capricorn. Alright. Let's see what we got. Let's tap on in. Tap. Right off the bat, I'm more of an intuitive reader. So if I'm slower and you have to give me a moment to pick up on what's coming through, I do like to take my time and clarify what I'm getting. So just remember, patience is a virtue. What I'm already picking up here is an individual that had to walk away. Maybe from false friends, toxic family, something that looked too good to be true. Setting out on an adventure, and having faith, not walking in fear, looking at this transition and this moving on as an adventure, staying steadfast in your pursuit to happiness, or at least to get away from this toxicity. I feel like in doing so, that has made a change on this Wheel of Fortune. I feel like I'm speaking to a Capricorn in a North Node. Okay, let's keep going. There's lots to come up, so we're going to speak on it. And I know if you hear a lot of readers talk about karmics and things like that, that's what's in the collective right now in a way. There's a lot of betrayal and corruption going on, blackmail, thievery, things of that nature. If it comes up in the message, it's meant to come out. What I'm getting here is a group of individuals that got together trying to set someone up for the okie doke. These individuals were paid to do this. Greed, money was involved. Also could be black magic, secret societies. If you are in these secret societies, it's not what you think it is, and I can speak on first-hand experience. These dues and these things you're paying for and these little things that you go to and you're all buddy-buddy and you're rubbing shoulders with these men, if you're thinking you're on the right side of right, I'm here to tell you it's a deep-rooted, governmental, institutionalized, sick things they do to individuals and to humans, and to keep you blinded, to keep you money, okay? The Sun. I'm picking up enlightenment to these things. I'm picking up a burning of the old. You may be a rising phoenix, someone who went through the mud and murk. The Lotus may be significant. Star. A lot of balance with this and elimination. Elimination to what was going on with these individuals. I feel that people and individuals are waking up to this type of stuff. There is an imbalance. There's a lot of trickery. Authority figures on the right side of right are really trying to navigate this. And we need to pray for those individuals. Justice. Part of you walking away. You're in your North Node. You're on the right side of right. Part of you didn't take this offer. You didn't fall into the greed or the betrayal. You stood 10 toes down on righteousness, on what was right. You have proper morals. Justice is placed here. We have this Nine of Swords. Page of Swords, yeah. What was offered to these individuals seemed like a sweet deal, but it was false. It was a lie. This was destined. It was always meant to be revealed. These individuals will have to reflect on what they've done. You're moving on with your life. You are looking ahead. You are optimistic. Growth. You have strong boundaries. You may have been very much so a giver. An individual that wants good for the world and sees good with people. You may have had a lot of naivety. You've been naive to individuals' motives and what individuals that you grew up with or loved or called best friends were capable of. You now have boundaries and discernment and are aware of this. 222 may be significant. You may be seeing this at this time. You standing your ground and walking away from this. We have 10 of Pentacles. The smoke screen lifted. community cleanse at this time. Use discernment. Ask for clarification from God and Great Spirit. Okay? Someone may be trying to come in with a shady offer. Keep having strength. I could be talking to a divine feminine at this time who is having to stand in her masculinity. Just keep your strength and know that Great Spirit has you. Contemplation, and make sure you're being aware of any false offers, using that discernment. I get the feeling that you will not bend, you will not break. These people have tried to do this in the past. This Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Third eye chakra, you are made aware of this injustice that happened to you. You may be going through an awakening, or this situation helped trigger your awakening. You may have been forced to awaken for survival. Had to overcome a lot of obstacles and challenges. You had your spirit guides and guardian angels with you. Helping you through these obstacles and challenges. You were never alone. You may have been getting messages through birds, seeing a lot of hawks, a lot of falcons, a lot of prey birds, birds of prey. Anything else? Third eye, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Ten of Pentacles. The waiting game. You've been working very hard on yourself, having the strength, walking away. Maybe feel like you're going in circles, not really knowing which direction to go in at this time. Go to Great Spirit. Ask for some guidance. The Tree of Life is significant. Make sure you're grounding. Be patient. Divine timing is at play. What do we have with this nasty offer and these individuals who got paid to backstab? They're going to need spiritual strength. These individuals may have lost their spiritual strength by taking this offer. $999 is significant. Patient and planning. These individuals went through a lot of patience and planning to do what they did to you. They involved a lot of people. This was a group effort. The Most High and your spiritual team and you got through this, and they're patient and planning in reverse. What they had planned for you did not work. Divine timing, fate. These individuals were trying to play God in your life. They were trying to steer your life in a very negative direction. I'm getting like blackmail, set up for the okie doke, fraud, destiny swapping, identity theft. And what do we have here? There's a lot of major arcanas right here. Heart chakra. Working on healing at this time. Healing yourself. Letting the past go. You may have some energies here that want to keep you from healing. Almost like a trauma bond. You're gaining material and spiritual prosperity. Stay patient. The sun, the star, the moon. These individuals do not want you to have positive movement forward. But your ship has come in. You're sailing away from this. You're having firm foundation and achievements. They didn't want any of this for you. That was part of the deal. That was part of the deal. To knock you all the way down. To humble you. To take everything you loved and cared about. To pervert it. To turn people against you. To have you in the streets with nothing and nowhere to go. So you would have to come back to them. I'm picking up, if you know, a handler situation. You may have been part of an experiment, MK Ultra, human trafficking. Using your voice, you gained a lot of wisdom. These individuals wanted to have you in mental conflict, and you was able to stay in the light and work on your shadow, and therefore you gained wisdom. You have spiritual union with the Most High. Your ideas and creativity are going to be fertile. You have a firm foundation. These individuals wanted you in mental conflict, but you are moving on, and that is the truth. Some of these individuals do this just because they're bored. Psychos, they feel good on other people's pain. It's demonic, it's evil, it's dark. It does go on. You may have indigenous ancestry. I keep having the Native American song in my head. Hey ya hey ya hey ya ya hey ya hey ya ho. Ya hey ya hey ya hey ya hey ya ho. Drumming, shamanic music may help. Meditation, sitting still. We got mafia, drugs, and noise harassment. If you've been a part of gang stalking, you would understand this noise harassment and mafia. If you don't know, look it up, do your research. It does go on. It is a form of touchless torture in a way. They want to make you go crazy. When they the crazy ones, stalking, following, doing weird shit. Imagine if that was happening to them or their kids or their family members. Just sick. Sick. You had very strong will. You're powerful. They could not waver your faith. You pull from your DNA, your bloodline. Divine feminine. I was picking up on that earlier. Thank you, Great Spirit. Helicopter. Look with this mafia, noise harassment, helicopter. I mean, you can look up videos and people talking about, helicopters flying over their home. I don't know if it's some kind of where they can send out like radio waves and things like that to affect people, but there is, people don't want to think like or understand why would a helicopter, doesn't that cost a lot of money to do that? Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. Like you're special or you're pointed out, like this is really going on, but it goes on. It is deep rooted and governmental. We need change. This stuff needs to be brought to the light. People are suffering. People are dying. It's a matter of time, Great Spirit says, and a matter of mind. Stay positive. People need to look into this and research this stuff and not just sit here and call people crazy. This is going on. It's sick. It's sick. It's unbelievable. You have protection. Elementals, you have protection from the Great Spirit. Ancient rooted ancestry. Mystical ancestry. Moving mountains. Your faith moving mountains. And look, it fell right by moving on. The number 666 may be significant. Wow. Move on from this. People want to move on from it and heal. It's a very confusing and conflicting, and they want you in mental conflict. Monitoring, false watcher, hacking into your devices, making you feel like you're constantly watched, which some of you are. Listen to your intuition and your sixth sense on these things. They like to hack devices, and that's part of setting you up for the okie doke. Songs of hope. Music is medicine. Messages with music. I was saying that drumming, shamanic music. You may, if you're gifted, you may receive messages through music. You may get confirmations through music. It's that intuition or that feeling you get when you're listening to a song and to make something resonates. Frequency. And we're talking about music, and there's something about the 808 beat. Music and frequency and 808. Okay. Bicycles are significant. You may be a cycler. That is great. Getting out in nature, exercising. Very healing. My cup runneth over. Everyone has a role. Roll with yours. Terror, and it's falling on these individuals. They want you in terror. They want to terrorize. It's a form of torture. A lot of the police, military, firefighters, governmental workers, even the post office workers, your neighbor, your mother, your father, your friend, your children, they recruit for this sort of thing. Some of these kids are taught very, very young this stuff. They're bred into it. YOLO. Film on moving mountains. You only live once. Don't live in terror from these individuals. You have strong will. Surrounded by the enemy, but you're protected. And that's what they don't want you to know. Just keep the faith. Know that this too shall pass. Karmic. These individuals are karmic. And all they are is in wishful thinking, because their plans will never come to fruition. Their terror and their techniques of this, the veil's being lifted. All it's doing is awakening people to this stuff, making people more aware of this going on, letting individuals leave toxic people who really, when it comes down to the nitty gritty, when it comes down to it, who's really there for them? Integrity. Number 8, 888, and we had 808. Significant. Someone here may be from Hawaii, have Hawaii ancestry. Great Spirit is wanting people to not walk in fear and speak up on this. Share your testimony. Do not walk in fear. Me, myself, is ready to die on that hill. You will never, never, never stop my voice or my willpower. We have the song Bare Necessities. That is off Jungle Book. The bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worry and your strife. Okay? The Great Spirit wants you to know that you are beautifully and wonderfully made, and you are ready to receive blessings. Galactic, you may have galactic beings helping you at this time. These individuals are lost in sin and stuck like Chuck. Stay listening to your intuition, sitting still, okay? And that feminine energy again. Forever speak your truth. Stay authentic. I want to say moving your hips, dancing, releasing trauma, renewal, and purpose. Speaking up about these things may be someone's divine purpose. Stay in the present moment. Having that firm foundation. Using your imagination, being creative. Staying optimistic, looking into the future. Let's see. These are some new oracle cards. They're beautiful. The shamanic oracle. I'm very, very drawn to shamanism and healers. Let's see what we get. Uh-oh. They have one turn around. They're very pretty. They have like silver. I don't know if you see that bling on them. They're very pretty cards. Wow. We have the number 10. Choice. I take a step toward lightness. We have the lotus growing through the mud and the murk. Parents may be significant. The green healing, heart chakra, a rising phoenix that's burnt and came out of the ashes and came more beautiful and more powerful and more loving and more of their essence when being reborn. This is a very pretty card. The camera's kind of far away. Oh, but it's very beautiful. Choice. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Bear with me. I'm getting familiar with this book. Let's see how to read it. Okay. 46 may be significant. I may be speaking to someone who is in their 40s. Choice. I take a step towards lightness. Accepting change, choosing lightness when we can move towards joy and fulfillment by creating something different, letting go in this past, having a new perspective, having self-awareness, adaptability, aligning you with your true selves and being in a flow state. When this card appears, are we ready to look with fresh eyes at situations that cause us to lose control of ourselves? Do we have the courage to let go, to change perspective? We are responsible for how we receive situations. Taking a step aside to change counterproductive functioning may require a real effort, but this will give rise to a new lightness. When we set aside the rigidity that confines us, which we thought was protective, the fear of committing to our paths will dissipate. Be aware of your triggers. Okay, we had growth. Let's see it. The number 10, you might be seeing 10, completion of cycles. That green, heart chakra healing, is very, very significant at this time. We have the wisdom. Let's see. Two may be significant. Growth. I expand myself with respect for all that is. Balance is the primordial law in the universe. Having respect, not forcing things, going with the flow. Like children who grow impatient, waiting for a long-awaited moment, we sometimes have the impression that respecting the order of the great laws of balance will take more time than necessary. Being patient, the waiting game. However, growth requires patience, and respecting this primordial order and its subtle rhythm will allow us a larger and more lasting expansion. Whatever the area of life concerned, deep-rooted advancement will always result in a great force of stability. Keep your balance. Keep your head clear. Keep moving forward. Let's do some music. Get out. Ground. Okay. Amethyst may be significant. Mossy Gate helps with grounding. Okay. Alright, I know it's been a while. It's nice to be back. With that being said, be good. Be good at it. Until next time. Take care of yourself.